So these screenshots are not everywhere from my understanding.
Okay, so it's got my teen's number on there. And I just don't know how to make it go away. Is there a way that we can avoid talking about screenshots altogether? Because that's the number that you get when you...
I interviewed Sadia Khan.
Oh, snap.
That's right. If you guys don't know who she is, she's a self-proclaimed licensed psychologist who offers people counseling and relationship advice and therapy. She was recently outed, turning out to be a side chick to some rich dude in Dubai, which she vehemently denies. I had the chance to interview her, and what you need to know is that she's a pathological liar. I already knew this lady was a fraud from my deep research.
What's going on, guys? This is Jason of Auglitical. I swim through politics so you don't drown too. I'm just a man trying to bring common sense in a world where common sense isn't so common. So, it's funny watching somebody who pretends to be something that they're completely not, but all of the red flags were there and no one pays attention to this. So there's this woman named Sadia Khan, and she's a life expert or dating advice expert. She's a self-proclaimed high-value woman. Now, I'm gonna just sit here and tell you this, ladies and gents. If a woman sits there and calls herself a high-value woman, more than likely she's full of shit. A high-value woman doesn't need, she lets her actions speak for her. A high-value man, no man sits there and calls himself an alpha male. He lets his actions speak for him. It's kind of like Michael Jordan versus LeBron James. Michael Jordan doesn't need to consider himself the GOAT. His actions speak for him type shit. You get what I'm saying? So it's funny as hell when this all blows up. And we're going to look at Davakit a little bit because to give you guys the introduction, and then we're just going to go straight into the meat and potatoes, right? So we're going to give you an appetizer, and before you even finish the appetizer, we're just going to go for the killing shot. Let's get it.
So, Sadia Khan is crashing the hell out right now while more and more about her life is being exposed. And I got to personally talk to her about it. Let's get into it. So, to start, who is Sadia Khan? Or, as people are now calling her, Sadia Khan. I understand that it sounds like I'm just saying the same things twice. This is really more of one of those things where you have to see it spelled. It's kind of like saying tomato through text. Anyway, Sadia Khan is a woman.
Davakit, if you need to explain the joke, then you already failed. This is basic comedy 101, baby girl. Come on now, get with it.
Who has been described as a psychologist, a psychotherapist, and a relationship expert. She first gained fame in 2023 after appearing on the School of Greatness podcast with Lewis Howes. Here, she really won people over with her beauty and elegant, articulate way of speaking. She described her impressive educational background and made clear that her goal with social media was to make online therapy more accessible. She blew up and started getting hundreds of millions of views almost overnight. I believe I learned about Sadia Khan sometime earlier this year, probably around the same time she was on the Jay Shetty show. Just like about everyone else, I thought she was extremely charming, and the bits and pieces that I did hear her speak on, I found myself really agreeing with. And when you look
So where I saw Sadia Khan, and it kind of just got filtered in the fucking forget soon as you scrolled away bullshit, is no different than any of these fucking accounts. You've ever seen those accounts on Twitter where you got the MAGA dick riders or whatever the fuck accounts it is, where it's like they're trying to push something, so it'll be like, should we wipe our ass or not? Or is it un-American? Yes or no? And it's like, whatever. So I saw her stuff on X, and I just saw it, and I just was like, that's weird. That's a weird thing for her to be doing. Not that I'm against it, but I just said, we know nothing about this chick. And the advice that she was giving for me was very surface level type shit, which is like, if your whole identity, in my eyes, this is just me. I'm a very, it's fucked up, but I'm very judgmental once I start noticing you. Besides that, I try not to. It's kind of like what was that girl that we was the girl that I considered a raid boss back then, and then after watching like 4 of her videos, I was completely put off because I just found her fake. Her whole idea was fake. Sadiq Khan or Sadiq Khan, Sadia Khan is no different than any red pill, Andrew Tate's, Myron Gaines, Fresh and Fit type shit, where it's just like they're trying to sell you some bullshit, And it's bullshit. And you see it so much, at least I do, that I just don't care because it's all bullshit.
Look at a woman like Sadia Khan. You see someone so
Sadia Khan.
graceful, so almost flawless, that it seems almost impossible to imagine that behind that silky hair and high fashion, there could be someone so snake-like.
It's not hard to see that. It's often the people with the smoothest tongues that are the fucking snakes, right? This is the reason why you had all of them white girls that used to foam and fucking leak from their panties whenever Obama spoke. You would sit there and go, "What is good about Obama?" And they would literally, it would boil you down to, he speak good. Just as much as they try to shit on black Americans, talking about how they're stupid or whatever like that, and how does it go? They just care about power. Well, follow me on this. They only care about, action or whatever like this, and they're not that fucking deep. There, a lot of them are stupid. A lot of white liberal, well-educated women, right, will sit there and go, they loved Obama, and then when you break it down, it boils down to he speak good. It's literally like the fucking episode of the Boondocks where R. Kelly was on trial way back in the day, and the people that was supporting R. Kelly was like, he good. His music good. He look good. That's all it was. It really does go to show, right? As much as people try to sit there and prop up their race as better than others, whites or blacks try to sit there and pretend that they don't have fucking flaws and problems, we all fucking cooked. It's just one side is much better at projecting than the other. Let's be real here.
And nasty and vindictive, that they would tell a woman that she could easily suck her husband's dick. And yet, here we are. For myself and a lot of the internet, the great unraveling of Sadia Khan actually being potentially one of the shrillest hag ravens to ever cosplay as a decent human being began in August of 2025 from a user who goes by Goob. Goob is known for exposing influencers who Photoshop their photos and videos, and I'm not just talking a filter here and there, I mean taking entire inches off their waist, usually taking a bit of the background with them, giving Goob just enough rope to hang them by. Goob doesn't only cover fitness influencers, though. If you are any kind of influencer who claims that you're healed and able to help other people through your coaching, Goob believes that it is intellectually dishonest to say so while still photoshopping your own photos. And that is how the worlds of Goob and Sadia Khan unite.
Why did you zoom into nothing, girl? Your hands weren't even focused properly. What are you doing? So that just reminded me of over here in my garage in the Beverly Hills. I got a Lamborghini backed up by another Lamborghini around a Lamborghini type dude, right? It's very niche what he does apparently, but I think we can respect, right? We're watching cheating in different fields be so normalized. It's refreshing when you find somebody coming across that is trying to keep honesty on the fucking table, right? Authenticity on the fucking table. I literally just uploaded a poll or a picture about one of the Williams sisters. I believe it was the thicker one, right? I think it's Venus. And she just had a kid and she took the weight loss drug, another one that just popped up, not Omazec or Umpazec or whatever the fuck it's called. Can't pronounce it to save my goddamn life. But she took this fucking drug and it fucked with me because I can't stand people who have resources, who have the knowledge, and then they want to cheat about something. It comes off as fake as fuck to me. This woman had one of the baddest bodies that men to this day still fucking want. I mean, unless she blew the fuck up and I haven't seen her recently, which I guess not. And I thought that it was just me. I thought that I was just being a fucking, the racist term Karen. Yes, it is a racist fucking term. I thought I was being a fucking Karen about it. No, a lot of people who supported Venus or Serena, whichever one, because I don't want to fuck up and it's actually Serena instead of Venus, uh, gave her backlash for this. Right? You're pushing a weight loss drug and you've been an athlete your entire fucking life. It's dishonest and it just shows how much of you willing to fucking sell. How much of your soul are you willing to sell?
Motivational speaking man coach that's supposed to show you how to be a confident, successful man in dating relationships, editing her own photos and videos? Sadia Khan. Welcome to the show. This is Sadia Khan, 741,000 followers. You can book a call with her. She promises that for just a few $1,000s, you're going to be able to master yourself.
And that right there is already the fucking mistake. Again, that right there is a red flag. She wants to make advice coaching more available and affordable. Only a couple of thousand. How much do you think a couple of thousand is? First and foremost, that's fucking insane. That right there is fucking insane. You giving this much money to somebody is insane. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? For you to just give up that type of fucking money, you're always gonna be a fucking sucker. If you are a guy and you are giving a woman or any which way you are giving away this fucking much money just to be told how to go about trying to find an ideal partner, right? A significant other. You deserve to be fucking scammed. This is a hoe. You're paying a hoe. You're not even getting sex at the end of the night. You're paying a higher rate because I believe she was charging like 7,000 just for you to talk to her for an hour.
Master women and master relationships. She wants to make sure that you're confident, emotionally strong, and free from baggage. Don't worry, guys, the program's not too much to develop all of this confidence from Sadia. Just a paltry 6,000 GBP, which in Freedom Bucks is like $6,500. Just a few months.
She was charging 6,000 fucking dollars. I know people who can't even afford a PS5. She's charging dudes out here, not, mind you, again, Courtney Ryan. Remember Courtney Ryan was giving out this fucking advice and it all sounded fucking good and I started to catch it. I have a playlist of it. You can see me when I was on board with Courtney Ryan and I was very, very open to hearing what she said, but then you would start seeing I would give a little bit of pushback more and more each time I looked at one of her videos because I kept seeing like fucking disruptions, right? Anomalies. $6,000 for you to talk to some chick. Do you know how much hooker and blow you can get with $6,000 in USD? Not that you should do that type of shit. Never paid for a prostitute in my life. Maybe did some blow. Now let me stop. But again, I don't do drugs. But again, the thing that's so fucking crazy about this is not for the average individual. You understand this? And the thing with Courtney Ryan, Miss Raid Boss, I used to call her back in the day, is she was giving general advice, but not to get a woman like her, because we found out women like Courtney Ryan, for you to get a woman like Courtney Ryan, she's already decided the type of man that she wanted. It had nothing to do with your input. You would already have to have been pre-made. And so again, fraud, red flag there, red flag here. $6,000 and make therapy and dating advice and coaching more accessible. Get the fuck out of here.
For the average American, no problem at all. Here's a good clip that Sadia posted about facing your own realities and truths.
Thing to sell to women because it's.
But it's the reality. Like, majority of men's not their dream girl. It's not the end of the world with that. But it takes a self-esteem to understand. Look, here's the thing: people who have high self-esteem attach to truths. They enjoy truths. Truth means something to them.
Truth means something to them, huh? Let's take a look at this clip. All right, guys. Now just keep in mind she's a high-confidence woman. Truth means something to her. Why is there a waist filter on this public speaking and engagement video of you, Sadia?
See, I can't. Okay, so here's my problem with this. I know what I should be looking for, but I can't see it. Davakit sees that shit immediately. Just like how I can sense when something's fucking wrong with somebody, right? And I don't even need to be looking at them. She can see physically what the fucking what am I looking at? I know I saw it warp a little bit, but she saw that shit immediately. I think that this is just a woman thing.
Truth means something to him, huh?
Because they're very shallow fucking creatures. Yeah, I said it. Fuck it.
Let's take a look at this clip. All right, guys. Now just keep in mind she's a high-confidence woman. Truth means something to her. Why is there a waist filter on this?
Where is it?
Let's take a look at this clip.
Is it the background?
All right, guys. Now just keep in mind she's
oh, okay.
Woman. Truth means something to her.
Got it.
Why is there a waist filter on this public speaking and engagement video of you, Sadia? What is going on here? What, like, look, it's just bending, warping.
And it's fucking weird, right? You're supposed to be, you sitting here talking about truths and this, that, and third and being confident and all this self-esteem. What the fuck is wrong with this woman's body? She has a realistic, she doesn't even have a realistic woman's body. She has a well sought out female's body, right? A realistic woman's body is not all fucking slim. A lot of the, again, I would appreciate a woman's body more like this than the fucking dick riding or clit glazing shit that Sydney Sweeney gets when all she does is fucking exist, right? Women who just fucking exist should not get praised on their fucking. Have we gotten so bad that a fucking chick just not gorging on? We probably have. That's probably what's wrong with America. That's probably what's wrong with America, right? These fat ass fucking cows. It's so bad that when you see a woman who just doesn't fucking eat the entire buffet, we need to compliment it now. Women bearing with birthing fucking hips is attractive. It's fucking hot. You know what I'm saying? But then again, don't matter.
Getting disintegrated. And if you look at this photo of just her full body, you see there's a waist filter here and it's not attached to the shadow. Big miss there. Sadia, I have a better offer for you than this $6,000.
Now again, I said we're gonna. This is the appetizer, but now we're gonna go straight into the meat and potatoes, right?
Recently exposed Sadia Khan on my page for being a high-value woman, high-value man coach, but as we learned, she was a side piece in somebody else's relationship. Not very high value, was it, Sadia? But some of you voiced some credibility questions about the screenshots and the voice messages that
I'm just gonna sit here and say it like this. If no woman can claim to be high value or good quality woman if she is a side piece willingly, period. Full stop. Full stop. As easy as it is for women to get men, that should never even be a thing. Maybe by mistake, maybe not knowing, maybe unwilling, sure. But willingly and reveling in it, there is nothing high value about a woman doing that. Period. Period. In fact, I would even go as far to say, even men. If a man is sitting there and he's fucking another woman's chick, right? Or he, how do I put this for a guy? If a guy is sitting there talking about he's an alpha male, well, no, because again, men and women are just not the same. That's just the truth. Those are truths, right? Men and women are not the fucking same. I don't think it's a good thing for a guy to be doing that, but it's not the same. I'm sorry, ladies. I'm sorry. It's just not. It's not. A guy going and getting sex compared to a woman going to getting sex is completely fucking different. It's much lower for a guy to be successful in getting sex as an average guy compared to an average woman. Even a below average woman has a higher chance of getting sex from men that's not even her match than a guy who can be a 6 trying to get an 8. It is what it is.
showed. After all, one of the clips was her literally saying, "I'll suck your man's dick on your wedding day, I don't care."
I do about it. I'll suck his dick if you have an attitude, and I can do it today if I want to.
Go on.
And I can do it on your wedding day and your birthday.
Okay.
All of this made me want to verify it and maybe dig a little deeper. I did something bad, guys.
That's fucking crazy. High value woman being a side piece and also telling some woman that she will suck her fiance's dick on her wedding. First and foremost, the fact of the matter that's even a fucking situation that exists in real life and not online only as some fake bullshit story is insane. It's fucking insane.
Guys, I teamed up with YouTubers Abba and Preach, and we set up a call with Sadia Khan. And when I say set up a call, what I really mean to say is that we convinced her that Abba was on her side and that he was doing a call with her so that he could do his own puff piece to help her own PR campaign. Unfortunately for Sadia, she just got 1 hour long of her confirming everything we already knew. Such as her confirming the phone number that she sent this dick appointment text from. We had the phone number already because this guy's girlfriend took these screenshots of his phone. You see it right there, ends in 3719. Here's the footage of Sadia confirming it on the phone.
Also, just to confirm, I was given like 2 different numbers. I have one here. I don't know which one might be yours or maybe like the assistant. It says 971585497. Is that wrong?
3719?
Yeah.
That is correct.
Oof, so it was you making those late night booty calls to another woman's man. Now when she can
Again, there's nothing wrong with being naughty. We just hate that you're sloppy. This is the same shit that I was saying before with Kim Kardashian, where Kim Kardashian is already a mother, and as soon as she left Kanye West, she was trying to fuck Pete Davidson, and even said straight up online, like straight up to the world, she wanted to fuck with Pete Davidson because words around the circles was he had a big dick. This is something unbecoming of a fucking that. Again, nothing wrong with being naughty. I even had to tell some chick because she was trying to fucking follow me in X, Y, and Z. I'm a pervert, not a degenerate. And she goes, "Oh, I love that about you. You keep it so real." And it's like, look, you want to do a booty call and all of that shit because you probably got you probably hurting for a squirting. Nothing, look, ladies. There's nothing wrong with that. We don't live in the fucking Middle East where they try to sit there and oppress women in X, Y, and Z, or wherever fucking Sadia Khan comes from, or whatever the fuck like it is. And even then, even in those lands, them women are still fucking cooked. They can pretend that they're not. They're still fucking cooked. And I'm not going to even go into anything more than that, right? All of our fucking women are cooked. But the thing that's so fucking crazy about this, you talking to somebody's man who's already married, you boasting about being able to suck this man's dick. Do you? Okay.
Confirm that number. She did not know that we had those screenshots of her sending those messages. Here's where she realizes that we have them. Abba puts it up on the screen on the meeting that they had.
There you go.
Okay, so it's got my teen's number on there. Yeah, because my number on there is going, because that's the number that you get when you join my WhatsApp group.
You can pinpoint the approximate moment that her soul leaves her body when she realizes she's caught.
And
But so just to be clear, in 2021, you didn't have a relationship with this person. You guys weren't.
never had a relationship with this person.
Never had a relationship, but when he said, "Nah, I'm getting you pregnant," you said, "Might as well." Never had a relationship, but you told him that he owed you dick.
There is zero chance of me being somebody's side chick.
Again, there's absolutely nothing wrong with if a woman sits there and says to a man, "You owe me dick," nothing wrong with that. That is adult speak. Ladies, you say some shit like that to a guy, you have his motor running the entire time he's at work. Them hours are gonna fly by, right? That man is ready to go. That's the type of shit we want to hear. However, you a side chick saying shit like this, and you supposed to be a high quality woman? For fucking shame.
Got evidence of us. I've got pictures of us. We got married in 2020. Somebody's side chick. I've got evidence of us. I've got pictures of us. We got married in 2022. We've got embryos in January 22. So we've got evidence that we were obviously together for way longer than that.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's my theory. She doesn't want this out there because she was talking to this guy, sucking and fucking him, while she was courting the man that she's currently married to. To support my theory, the only thing Sadia was concerned about getting out was these text messages.
Is there a way that we can avoid talking about the screenshots altogether? I know it's hard, and you can keep the original video up. I don't mind. You can do what you need to do.
No, Sadia, there isn't a way. Enjoy the rest of your week.
Wait, there's more. Sadia made the claim to me today that the audio recording of her saying that she would suck his dick on his wedding day and his fiance's birthday was AI generated. What Sadia doesn't know is that we already got her to confirm that it was her.
Only in that moment when I feel like I'm defending myself, my go-to is to become rude and disrespectful. 100% my nature.
100% your fucking nature. She's dry snitching on herself. So let me get this straight. You a life coach, you a high quality woman. What's the sign of a low quality woman? And low impulse control, low emotional intelligence, right? Your go-to is to become disgusting, loud, ratchet. This is literally what she just says.
Rude and disrespectful. My go-to is to become rude and disrespectful. 100% my nature, which I really need to work on. This is definitely a lesson for that.
And you're giving out advice to other people like this? This is why, ladies and gents, you never meet your fucking heroes. Never meet your fucking heroes. Now, mind you, if a person keeps it real with you, right? If your hero keeps it real with you, this is the reason why people like Peter Parker. Because he's not fucking perfect. This is the reason why people like Batman. Because he's not fucking perfect, right? But when you run into a motherfucker like Sentry or Homelander, right? Them the motherfuckers you need to watch out for, right? There's a reason why people like Batman more than Superman. Even though Superman is fucking dope, Superman to them is a little bit too perfect, right? He's a little bit too strong. He doesn't have many flaws, right? So he comes off as boring compared to fucking Batman, who he's afraid that if he ends up killing a villain, that motherfucker not gonna stop. You get what I'm saying? Shit like that. Again, this is the fucking problem. This is the reason why you need to avoid these type of individuals sitting here selling you snake water, snake oil.
So who are you fucking talking to? I thought, if I wanted to, I could suck your dick on his wedding day.
So there she is, not knowing that she's being recorded, admitting to the fact that she did make those phone calls. And here she is in my inbox saying that the police are investigating and they found evidence to support that it's AI and generated by some random dude that has nothing to do with this story at all. Sadia, just a word to the wise from one human being to another. The next time you decide to lie, figure out what your enemy has before you lie about it.
Again, and you can look at the comments, because I was looking at the comments, and you had some members of the fucking hive that it's like they sensed one of the bees were down, right? And they're like, oh, why are men doing this? If this was a guy, this wouldn't be a problem. And it's like, come on now. This is again, traditional women. It's a fucking fraud industry at this point. Conservative women, It's a fraud industry at this fucking point. Don't listen to any of that bullshit, right? Because all these fucking groups of what the ideal women are have been infiltrated by imposters, right? These fucking, like, again, to make their money, these Ashley St. Clairs, these Tommy Laurens, these fucking what's the other one? Ashley St. Clair, Thomas Lauren, Lauren Southerners are willing to camouflage and fucking replicate and change and split the fucking their DNA to pretend to be something they're absolutely not. Right? Stop falling for the bullshit. If you just pay attention, you'll see that they're full of shit. Anyway, that's the video. I will catch you guys next time. Peace.
How do you think scorpions mate?
No, like this. Boom. No?
Definitely gotta be like this.
They can't turn on their back. How is it gonna flip over? Oh, it's like this.
Because they're freaky. No,
Like that.
No, hell no.
It gotta be like
they're
this.
freaky. The aggressor, it says the female likes the aggressiveness. So it'll go like, hey, I want you to be freaky.
Okay, role play,
Hey.
role play,
Okay.
role play.
Yo, I want to get, this is the male.
That's the male.
Okay, I want to mate. Ow.
I'm a little nervous.
Nah.
What?
No.
What? What?
No. But he's freaky. He's aggressive. So he's like, oh, wait, with your permission, can we mate?
Okay.